videos, I heard every single person that I told that I was going out to San Francisco on vacation on the train were like, oh, I heard about that San Francisco. I hope you're okay. I'm going to pray for you. I will say this. I know that San Francisco is a very problematic area known as the Tenderloin District. It's been kind of a problem, you guys, for, 100 years or so. It's always been the place you go for drugs and homelessness and prostitution. Now, I wasn't in the market for any of those three, so I didn't go to the Tenderloin District in San Francisco. I was Tenderloin adjacent. Okay, I was in the theater district that actually bumps right into the Tenderloin District. Some people would say the Tenderloin bleeds over into Amtrak. Well and truly, got my first drink in hand, about to go do the mustard drill, just to like to get it out of the way. I got on really early, and as you Hi, I'm Jason Sterling, and it's the day. It's the saddest day. It's always the saddest day of any vacation. The day you go home. But it started as a great day because we were having crepes for breakfast again. Second day. This is like the only time I think I have ever done this, and that's eat at the same restaurant twice in a city on vacation. Yes, it was that good. You can see from the pictures here, this is like art. This is like artistry. I almost couldn't eat it. It was so beautiful. Now, I did eat it because it wasn't that beautiful. It wasn't so beautiful I couldn't eat it. It tasted better than it looks. We had plenty of time to get up and have breakfast. I scheduled our flight a little bit later. I wanted to avoid rush hour in the center city getting out to the airport. We were going to take, and we did take, the BART system, which is the subway there, sort of the train, subway and above ground train system in San Francisco and Oakland. Connects kind of that area, right? We walked our luggage from our hotel over to the Powell Street stop. It's about a 10-minute walk, maybe not even quite that long. All downhill. That was nice. When we got off Amtrak, of course, we were all uphill, but it was a pretty gentle grade. It wasn't super uphill, so it was okay. Going back, though, it was all downhill. Very nice walk down to the Powell Street station. Now, they use an online app, of course, like everything in the world on your phone. You basically pay for a certain amount, of credit to use on the BART system. So look up how much your trip's going to be and just buy that amount. And then you wave your phone in front of the gates and it lets you in, right? That's essentially all it takes. That's about all it is. I guess they've gotten away from the whole individual ticket type of thing is over. Even I know a reloadable card. I think you can get a reloadable card. It costs about $3 extra. I think it is. But you can also do it on your phone, and doing it on your phone was free. There was no additional charge for that, so that's what we did. We did it on our phone. Powell Street Station. Now, the subway was beautiful. I mean, it looked really good to me. Really, really nice. It was not super crowded. Like I said, we waited until about a little after 9 o'clock, so rush hour would be cleared out a little bit. And we grabbed our train. It's just a single train. Takes you directly directly from San Francisco, downtown Powell Street Station to Coliseum out in Oakland, the Coliseum stop. At the Coliseum stop, you get off, you switch over to the Oakland International Airport line, which is really just kind of a typical, more of an airport type of monorail system, that just happens to extend over to Coliseum. That's great. I'm glad it's needed so that, you can use the mass transit to get there. That's what we did. We switched over to that line, went out to the airport. The airport's nice. It's kind of big, kind of a big airport, and kind of crowded. There were a lot of people there. But there was also a See's Candy shop there. It's one of my son and I's big favorites, See's Candies. We needed a little snack. We needed a little pick-me-up after breakfast, did we? We didn't really need that. We were just bored, and we were boredom eating, and we love See's Candies. We actually have one of those here in Oklahoma, and it is one of our favorites. Now, I was hoping when I saw it on the airport map, it was going to be like here in Oklahoma where you can just go, and kind of pick and choose out of the counter. No, it's not like that. It's not, I guess, because it's the airport, because it's just kind of a retail outlet, but that was fine. We got a big box of candy, we got a couple of drinks, we killed some time, and then we got on our flight from Oakland to beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, this just barely counts, but this is, in fact, my first visit and my son's first visit to Las Vegas. Originally, I planned on maybe making Las Vegas part of this trip. Then I booked Disney. Then I saw the bill for booking Disney. Then I canceled the Vegas part of this trip. But this is our first trip to Las Vegas. I think we got enough of it just from the airport. I felt like just walking around the airport gave me a pretty good idea of what Vegas is about. I'm joking, of course. Vegas has a lot more than just a few random place slot machines, which were everywhere. I mean, golly, everywhere. And the really remarkable thing was I felt like the airport as a whole was kind of antiquated. You know, it felt very low ceilinged. It felt very dark. It felt very closed in. Is that on purpose? Is that what casinos are like? I don't know. But the airport itself, I thought, damn, this is Vegas. You know, they have 100 million people a year coming through here. You would think they would have the money. They'd have something nice. It'd be like gorgeous or something. I don't know. When we first got off the plane, that waiting room was not bad. It was okay. Maybe a little more modern. But the rest of that place, I was like, this is sketchy looking. This is not nice, you guys. This is not nice. Now, does it matter? Well, no, not really. We weren't there that long, and I don't expect airports to be representative of the places where they're placed anyway. But it was our first taste of Vegas, and I did play a slot machine only because my son kept insisting that I do at least $5. I did $5. I lost $5. I did the slot machine. So, congratulations, Vegas! You got my $5 extra out of my pocket. I'm not much of a gambler. I don't gamble much. I hate to lose money. I hated to lose that $5. I could have maybe bought a coffee or something with that, right? And it goes so fast. Like I put $5 in and I probably wasn't even there 10 seconds. Then it was gone. Whew. I might have had more fun just tearing it up in little pieces. But I don't know. But I did gamble. I did. I gambled in Vegas. My first time gambling in Vegas. $5 out the window. And then we were on our flight back to Oklahoma. Back to good old Oklahoma. Now, what can I say? This was an absolutely excellent voyage. We had a fantastic time. I miss it right now. I wish we were back there right now. I wish I had planned more days in both Denver and San Francisco. I wish I had done the train from Chicago so we could have been on the train for more days. Everything from start to finish was a very, very, very good time. And everything from start to finish actually went remarkably well. I hate to even say that. I don't want to jinx myself. I don't want to jinx future trips. So let me tell you, were our flights on time? Our flights are on time. Did we lose any luggage? No, we didn't lose any luggage. Were the hotels fantastic? The hotels are beautiful. Did we get mugged? No, we didn't get mugged. We didn't get mugged. Everything felt perfectly safe. I have seen the videos. I heard every single person that I told that I was going out to San Francisco on vacation on the train. We're like, oh. I heard about that, San Francisco. I hope you're okay. I'm going to pray for you. I will say this. I know that San Francisco is a very problematic area known as the Tenderloin District. It's been kind of a problem, you guys, for, 100 years or so. It's always been the place you go for drugs and homelessness and prostitution. Now, I wasn't in the market for any of those three, so I didn't go to the Tenderloin District in San Francisco. I was Tenderloin adjacent. Okay, I was in the theater district that actually bumps right into the Tenderloin district. Some people would say the Tenderloin bleeds over into the theater district. I don't know. But I do know this, that it was perfectly safe in San Francisco. I saw fewer homeless people in San Francisco than I see in Oklahoma City. Okay, I was in Oklahoma City just the other day, homeless encampment under, the highway, under the interstate. South Oklahoma City. In my own hometown of Norman, Oklahoma, I have to drive every day when I'm going to work or taking my son to school. I see a ton, especially of transient homelessness. The Greyhound bus stop stops right south of where I live, about 3 miles south of where I live. And the Salvation Army Center is also right there. So I see it all the time. So yeah, I see more homeless people on a daily basis than I saw in San Francisco. So, do they have a problem in the Tenderloin, and is it probably just a huge mess? Yeah, I bet it is. And I bet if you live in the Tenderloin, or you work there, or you're just passing through there every day on your way to and from work, it probably is a lot to deal with. It probably is. Where I was, in core San Francisco, 2 blocks off of Union Square, in the theater district, at Gary Street, Gary and Market, I think. Can't remember. No. Gary. Well, Gary Street and something. I don't know. Powell Street maybe or something. Anyway, it was fine. It really was. And I never once felt unsafe. Never once. Same thing goes for Denver. There were probably more homeless people in Denver than San Francisco as well. Denver, like every major metropolitan area. Hell, like mine don't even live in a metropolitan area. I live in a suburban town and we have a homeless problem. Every town in the United States has a homeless problem right now. At least every town, probably 100,000 people or greater, does. It is epidemic in our country, along with a whole bunch of other problems that are not a part of this video, except to say that, yeah, San Francisco, Denver, I felt perfectly safe. They're great urban cores to go to as a tourist. Lots to do, easy to get around. Restaurants you didn't have to even wait to eat at. And I'm not joking. You didn't need a reservation, didn't have to wait. It was really great. It was really wonderful. So we had a fantastic time. Amtrak, wonderful way to travel. Are the rooms a little shabby? The rooms are a little shabby. They are. But it's a charm, too. I'm going to call it shabbiness with a charming shabbiness is what I'm going to call it. I love traveling by Amtrak. It's a great way to see the country, especially the Western United States, with all of its grand vistas. The rails running through there, superliner, a train running through the great American West. It doesn't get any more romantic or any more magical than that. It really doesn't. I highly recommend it. We had a fantastic time. I'm trying to think of anything that I would do different, and there's not a single thing I would do different, except I would add more days to everything to spend more time there because we had such a fantastic time. Everything we did was great. Everything. Every place we ate was great. All of them. And even sitting here saying that, I'm almost amazed I'm saying it. There just weren't any problems on this trip. I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of stunned. Hearing it fall out of my own mouth. I'm kind of stunned thinking back on it. How did we get so lucky? That it was perfect. I don't know. But I do know this. If you're thinking about doing an Amtrak trip of any length whatsoever, do it. Do it. Even the trip that we take from Norman, Oklahoma to Fort Worth, Texas, we always have a good time. That's just a 4-hour trip on the Heartland Flyer, which is just coach seating. But it's comfortable and it's really relaxing. If you're thinking about going to Denver, Colorado on vacation, even if you don't like the mountains, even if you don't care about going out into the wilderness, downtown Denver is about the best urban core I have. It is so compact and it is so efficient and there is so much stuff within a mile. Okay, just a mile. That is unbelievable. Okay, there's so much to do in Denver. It's a great vacation. Don't think I ever would have said that before. People said, what urban center would you go to? I'll go to Chicago. Chicago's a great city. Go to New York. New York's a great city. Go to Washington, D.C. No, go to Denver. Denver was excellent. Denver was fantastic. It's easy to get from the airport downtown via rail in Denver to Union Station. You can walk to one of 100 hotels from there within 10 minutes. It's perfect. I would also say go to San Francisco. If you're thinking about going to San Francisco, go to San Francisco. Are you worried about homelessness? Are you worried about crime? Don't go to the areas with homelessness and crime. When you're in San Francisco, if someone says, hey, I heard there was a knick-knack shop over in the Tenderloin district. I'm thinking about going. I'm going to walk. I'm not even going to take a cab. I'm going to walk right on over to the heart of the Tenderloin district. Check out this knick-knack shop. I think they have Mogwai there. That's what I heard. No, they got gremlins there is what they've got. And you don't go to the Tenderloin district. The PAL stop is one stop from, I think it's the Capital stop. It's right in the heart of the Tenderloin district. Don't get off on that stop. Don't go there. Don't go there. Stay out of the Tenderloin. You're going to be fine. You're probably going to be amazed like I was. It's a beautiful city. It's a beautiful city. It's pure magic, pure beauty. And we all had a fantastic time going there. Now, I hope that you'll hit like, subscribe, and notify. There's always another adventure around the bend. Sometimes they're really great big adventures like this one. Sometimes they're smaller adventures, things my son and I do every day. There's a couple of videos I have in the works on that, in fact, that we've done. There are more like everyday adventures. And coming up, we have another huge adventure, an adventure into outer space. We did a cruise on a cruise ship. We did a cruise on a train. We're going to do a cruise into outer space, courtesy of Disney and the Star Wars live action 2-day experience. Unlike anything else on the planet, unlike anything else at Disney. Is it worth it? We're going to find out. Is it worth the cost? Lord, I don't know. I hope so. I'm going to do a few videos leading up to that as well, where I kind of going to talk about the debate I've had about this. Now I'm locked into it. But it wasn't an easy decision. But it is going to be our third cruise this year. A cruise on the beautiful Starliner Halcyon, courtesy of Disney. And in the meantime, I hope you're there for that. But thanks for watching.